We're glad you're here. This is a step class. We do this every Tuesday night. At this same time, we go through one step into corresponding principles, and we teach you about how to build a life that's guided by principles. There's all kinds of principles in life. Most of us have disregarded them from the very beginning. Or some of us lived by principles for a while, and then we got into this thing called addiction, and we lost sight of principles. We adjusted our lifestyle and our moral standards in a downward motion so that we could accommodate what we wanted to do in our addiction. So we teach this every week. And every step has a corresponding principle or two or three, and we want you to learn those principles. Some of you are brand new. You're looking at me like, oh man, what in the world is this going to be? I want you to know here at the Center of Hope, we practice enthusiasm. We believe if you can't get enthusiastic about your recovery here, you'll probably never get it anywhere else. So we want you to learn how to be enthusiastic. And those of you that are watching by camera tonight, we want you to be enthusiastic too. We want you to pick up on the enthusiasm that's here in this group of people. So some of you have never been here before, and I want to be the very first person to welcome you to the finest program in the United States, right here at the Center of Hope. Come on! We want to welcome you too in the camera. You come on and join us tonight. Yeah! Oh, being excited now. Come on! We got the stats to back it up, too. We used to just say that. You know, that was kind of something we started some years ago. Now we've got the stats to back it up. 10%, most programs like this, the little short-term programs, at 90 days out, 10% of the people are still sober, which means there's a 90% failure rate in the industry, nationally in the industry standard. We had our statistic from the end of last year, from October to December. They just came out a couple weeks ago, and we are currently at 88% of the people that graduate from this program are sober at 90 days out. That's unheard of anywhere else. So we got it. We got the deal. We're going to teach you some things about how to redirect your life. I can't teach you how to stay sober, but I can teach you how to make choices so that you do stay sober. And that's really what we want to teach you. Every step has a corresponding principle. 1 is honesty. 2 is hope. 3 is faith. That's where we're at tonight. Step number 4 in the principle is courage. 5 is integrity. 6 is willingness. 7 is humility. 8 is brotherly love. 9 is discipline. 10 is perseverance. 11 is awareness of God. And step number 12 says this: having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. And that's what we are going to try to teach you how to do, is to practice these principles. If you can gain these principles, your life will change. Principles are different than rules. Most of us have lived by rules all of our life. Somebody given us this rule and that rule. We got rules at work. We got rules in driving. We got rules in taxes. We got rules everywhere. And most of us have lived by rules, and we've discovered when you break a rule, the rule gets broken. The difference between rules and principles, when you run into a rule, it's broken. When you run into a principle, it doesn't break, you do. Principles will crush you. Principles will destroy you. You can only violate that principle for so long before it has that repercussion, that rebound effect that will come and destroy your life.